Hey girl, I'm so glad you picked up. Are you watching His and Hers on Netflix right now? 10 out of 10. When I tell y'all, this show had me on the edge of my seat from beginning to end, and I just need to debrief with somebody, honey. So I'm here to run my mouth. I'm gonna do my press-ons while we're talking. I got my tools and I got my super glue. I don't care, y'all. Y'all are gonna have to pry this super glue out of my cold dead fingers. Call me ghetto. I don't really care because these nails are about to be so cute. I'm all prepped and ready. I'm gonna get into it. Y'all, when I tell you this is one of the best shows I've seen in a long time, okay? Anyways, let's get right into the suspects. Suspect number one. First and foremost, Jack. Y'all, from the minute I saw Jack on screen, I knew he wanted to kill her. I knew he wanted to kill her because the whole entire series, he running around making dumb man decisions. That's all. When I look at Jack, that's all I see. A dumb man. You done put your Peter Whacker in the wrong place, and now you got to make all these dumb decisions trying to clean up your mistake. And it's like, out of all women, Jack, Rachel, Jack, like really, Rachel, dumb decision after dumb decision. You're a horrible detective. And the way you swap that little baby mouth, I don't like that, Jack. Had Priya not been so like by the book, you would have got a long time ago. I don't know how you kept getting away with dumb mistake after dumb mistake after dumb mistake. You were so disappointing this whole show. This whole show, you were just disappointing as a husband, as a brother, as a detective. You are just a disappointment. And I also don't like how you just get to live happily ever after with Anna in the end. You really didn't deserve that happy ending, Jack. You were just very dismissive the whole show. People around you kept trying to connect with you and tell you things, and you just didn't want to hear it because you couldn't think past your little man downstairs. Now, let's be for real. Priya was never a suspect. Was she a little green at times? Yeah. It's like, girl, how many times you gonna let a man lie to you before you start doing your own type of investigation? I feel like she just was a reason why the investigation took so long. Because think about how quickly, when she got the right information, she started putting pieces of the investigation together. So honestly, justice for Priya, but she'll learn. I guess in the end, you did have that dog in you because headshot to the dome? Okay, Priya, you bad. But you was never a suspect. Just... for me though, you was never a suspect. You was just Jack partner. Jack, you really disappointed me. You didn't help anything at all. You were very important to the plot, yes, but I'm just so disgusted with you because Rachel, really, that's how I knew you didn't kill her. You was just a man trying to hide the fact that you put show Peter Whacker in the wrong place. And it is what it is, Jack. I knew you wasn't the killer. Now that I got Jack out the way, suspect number two. Anna. Y'all, I thought Anna was killing them people. I'm not gonna lie. For at least a good 3 episodes, I really thought Anna was killing them people. Because your daughter died. You had a mental break, rightfully so. It was obvious before the final episode, it was obvious that something went down with you and Rachel and Zoe and the other girl, Miss Bob. It was obvious something went down with y'all. You was looking a little guilty there for a second, Miss Meow. I thought you was killing the people. You was a little too much on edge, girl. I'm like, maybe you did crack and kill these people. Especially when I saw you see Jack and Rachel in the woods. But ultimately, I realized Anna didn't do it. When her boss called her back to do the news and Lexi showed up at the last minute. When she got back to the hotel with Lexi's husband, which I know sounds wild, but... that's what happened. She really believed Lexi. That's when I realized, oh, Anna green too. Because she really believed Lexi's excuse about why she was late to work. And I realized, oh, Anna, you green too, girl. You can't be the killer because ain't no way you just believe what she said. Ain't no way you just believe what she said. So that's when I knew Anna wanted to kill. To the next suspect, Duffy, the husband. That crybaby act wasn't fooling me, y'all. I don't care. I never see men cry that much over their wives. Like, and I know in a sense she was supposed to be dead, but I'm like, if your wife in the forest banging some other dude, y'all got some marital problems going on that you don't want nobody to know about necessarily. So I already knew it was something fishy up with him. I didn't get the whole heart failure story. Like, I didn't believe that for a second. Honestly, I did think he was guilty of much more, but in the end, like, he just was ashamed of his sexual fantasy. Honestly, would the husband have been like too much of like the obvious killer? Maybe him and Helen might got something going on, but I don't know, y'all. He just didn't give me killer vibes. Like, he gave like, oh, I don't really fuck with her, which we find out later in the show, but he didn't really give me like, I killed her vibes. After Jack found the sex videos of Duffy, I'm like, oh, that's his whole situation. That's all he cared about. I don't really think he killed this girl over that though. So suspect number 3, you know what I'm saying? After a while, I'm just like, yeah, that storyline kind of dry. And this show is too good for a dry storyline. So I knew Duffy wanted to kill her. Then it made me think maybe Helen the killer, because Zoe had said a little something about Rachel and Zoe, not Rachel and Zoe. Zoe said something about Rachel and Helen, like, you know what I'm saying, getting a little close. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe there's some jilted lover lesbo thing. In the end, when Helen ended up dead, I'm like, well, there goes that theory. When Helen died, I knew it had to be one of the friends who killed her. It only made sense. Truthfully, Helen, she wasn't on screen enough for me to feel like she was the killer. I will say this show did an amazing job of continuing to make you believe like you figured out who the killer is, just to snatch that theory from you. It's so many times in my head I went from Jack's the killer, Anna's the killer, Duffy's the killer, Helen's the killer. Never Priya though. Never my girl Priya. Once Helen got killed, I knew it had to be Anna, Zoe, or Lexi as the killers, because you don't kill 2 best friends unless it's like a best friend spat going on. Like I said, for real, Jack was really never really on my radar, and Duffy either. Like, the men were just dumb. They just existed. Neither one of them gave like out awesome shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the men's know. I knew the killer had to be a woman. Jack saw that Anna was there that night that Rachel got killed. I was like, oh my gosh, Anna and Jack killing shit together. I really thought Jack and Anna was killing people together. Like, once they met up at the waterfall and they was getting freaky. And are y'all killing people together? Okay, maybe not, because the next morning Jack was like, yo, Anna, if there's anything you need to tell me, let me know. For the most part, I either thought Anna was the killer or Jack and Anna was doing it together. Then it got even spicy after the town hall meeting, and Zoe and Anna had that little one-on-one outside the building. Because Anna was giving I'm the killer vibe. She really was. And Zoe just was giving dumb. And then she tried to throw Anna under the bus with Jack, like, oh, you don't know Anna. You don't know who Anna really is. Like, what? Girl, it's crazy how people who are literally the villains will find a way to make themselves look like the victim. And that was so crazy of Zoe to do. I couldn't find her motive in that moment. So I'm like, Zoe just don't make sense for the killer. What's her motive? If Zoe's the killer, what's her motive? That left me to Anna and Lexi. Now, like I said, Anna gave me innocent when she believed Lexi's lies. So as it was building up, I said, watch the news anchor, because what gave Lexi away to me is the fact that she was so vindictive that she drove from Atlanta to Delagana to just mess up Anna's career. I'm like, nope. It's some deeper history there. It's something we not seeing. I guarantee you she the big girl from back in the day. And what do you know? She was. Now, what was weird was Rachel and Helen blackmailing her. Like, honestly, this show did leave so many questions unanswered. I don't know if I love or hate that, because I got so many questions. Like, why was they blackmailing Lexi? What was the point? If you was already married to a rich man, what was the point of blackmailing Lexi? On top of that, why was all of y'all mad at Anna? Why y'all stop being friends? And Zoe, why you stop being friends with Rachel and Helen? Like, I know you said you got pregnant, but is that what ended your friendship with them? Or like, you know what I'm saying? What's T? Rachel and Helen, was y'all really lovers? I really want to know that. Jack, how you start messing with Rachel? I want to know that too, Jack. So I just feel like so much went unanswered, and I kind of have a love-hate relationship with that. But boom, we finally get to the last episode, and it's building up to look like Lexi and her husband is the killer. It's crazy because motive, opportunity, all of it, it was right there. For real, half of this was proper planning and half of it was luck. When you finally get to the climax of the series and Anna is in Lexi and Richard's house, they do kind of give killer vibes. Like, why y'all got bleach in the hammer? Why Richard snatched Anna's phone when all she was doing was talking to Jack? Like, they just was giving killer vibes to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy when they get to fighting. And then, of course, my girl Priya come through with the dome shot. And that whole thing was crazy because it just put a nice little bow on the whole thing. It started and ended with Lexi. I'm like, oh, I would be satisfied with that ending if that was the ending. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm watching it like, oh, everybody said this was a 10 out of 10. You know, it's really giving 7 out of 10, maybe 6.5 out of 10 because, oh, okay, I still like the show, but the ending really didn't blow my socks off. Y'all, it wasn't until that last 30 minutes of episode 6 that I really was like 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 because when the true killer is revealed to be Anna's mother, this lady all up in these people ambulance and police station playing, acting like she got dementia. Do you know the planning and precision and the intelligence that plan took? And it wasn't nothing but the grace of God that it all fell into place, because it was no way for that lady to know that Rachel and Helen was blackmailing Lexi. No way for her to know. It's crazy that she knew Lexi was Catherine just by looking at her on the TV screen. Her own daughter didn't recognize Catherine. That lady was blessed. She was lucky and she was blessed, because when I tell you, things could not have gone more perfectly for her. In the end, when we all see Anna's 16th birthday party video, she's justified. I agree with her. I agree with everything that woman did. When I tell you, my jaw was on the floor for that last 20 minutes. They deserved it. Every last single one of them. They deserved it. And if you watch this show and at any moment you think Anna's mother is the killer, you're lying. You are lying. I don't care. You're lying. I don't believe you, because there were no signs to me. There were no signs. And it's crazy because when Anna first come in the house and she find her mama sleep on the recliner, her mama is already writing the letter. Mama saw her daughter and still said, yeah, my daughter came home, but I'm still about to kill the rest of them. And proceeded to kill the rest of them. As you should, Ma. As you should. Y'all, when I tell y'all, in a million years, I did not suspect that lady. And my favorite part of the whole limited series, when Anna finishes reading the letter and she looks up at her mom and she just smiles. Because the truth is, they deserved it. The truth is, they did. I see no wrong in this lady's actions. I'm so glad she got away with it. It just lined up so perfectly for her. I'm just so glad she had the balls to take the opportunity to do something that a lot of us probably would not do. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, Tessa. Tessa. You did that, Tessa. But if you have not watched His and Hers on Netflix yet, please check it out. I done watched it 3 times now because I'm like, what did I miss? So good. I hear that this is based off the book. This show is so good, it makes me want to go buy the book. That's how good this show was. And I'm just so pleased with it. Netflix, y'all got to keep these type of shows coming. I loved the artistry. I loved all the actors in this. Y'all played everything hands down. My favorite character had to be Anna and Jack, though. Anna and Jack really sold it. I love the title, His and Hers. Just flawless storytelling, flawless execution by all of the actors. So good. I love the way they strung you along for the whole story. And then in the end, they had this big reveal that nobody saw coming. 10 out of 10. Flawless execution. No, I just sat here and did more yap than press-ons. So I'm going to have to finish my press-ons and come back and show y'all. But Shazam! These are the press-ons from Dollar Tree. All I do is buy press-ons from Dollar Tree and I bring them home and I spice them up a little bit. 30 minutes for a full set of nails, y'all. So cute, so tea. Like I was saying, if you have watched His and Hers on Netflix, tap it down below. Let's check. If you haven't watched it, go check that out. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. 10 out of 10. I haven't seen a show that good in so long. Kudos to everybody involved with that. My nails is done. My husband is home. I just peeped. He bought me some new flowers. So let me go enjoy my man. I'll talk to y'all next time.